Hello everyone, we're back home and I just wanted to do a Orchid update video for the month of July, and we are going to start here on the top. And this first is the Miltasia that's maturing this beautiful new growth right here. Behind it we have this red wing Massavelia Redwing. It still has a bloom on it. It's doing really well in this heat. I'm happy about that. Here is my Oncidium Twinkle Mendenhall, and that's doing very well. Maturing growths. Back here, this is that No ID Orchid, but it is doing well as well. Right beside that is the Odontocidium Tiger Crow Golden Girl. Has multiple new growths. One, two, at least 3 new growths on this thing, so that's great. Behind it is a Phalaenopsis that's doing pretty good. I'm kind of going through these pretty fast because it is very hot out here today, and I don't know how long I can stand being out here. Right here is the Dendrobium microchip, and it matured 3 growths while I was gone, so that's great. This is one of them right here, and then there's 2 on the other side, but I'm really happy about that. Behind it is the Brassia rex, and their growths are really starting to mature. These pseudobulbs are really big. I'm happy about that as well. This is the Bulbophyllum Elizabeth Ann, the longiform. It's the longiform type. It's not the Elizabeth Ann Buckleberry, because if you all see, it doesn't have that pink lip right here. But you can see them dance in the wind, and it always looks very nice. I'm happy about this blooming. It looks so good. This spike matured while I was gone, and when I came back it was in bloom. That was great. This is the BLC Rustic Spots by Brassavolia Richard Mueller by Cattleya Landate, and it's just about going out, but it's still a little still has a little color, but it's getting crispy on the edge, and it's starting to shoot out a new growth down there. Right behind that is the Cattleya Mausier by Laelia Cattleya Arthur Miles, and it has a new growth right here, and there's a couple of other new eyes developing. This is the Village Chief North, and it is maturing a new growth, and hopefully there'll be a sheath in that. I'm sure there will be, because it's doing so good. Now, this I am just dying to see, and I can't wait. If we look right back here, this is my LC Log Tone, and this is the one that is in memory of my grandmother that passed away, and it has so many buds. I'm so happy about this. It has at least 7 buds, and I'm just so happy about that, and I cannot wait for this thing to bloom. Down below, there's a couple of things hanging, and this is the Leptodes bicolor that I got. Well, that was given to me, I should say, from a gentleman at my Orchid Society, and it has several new growths. See if I can get it to focus. All down here. There's 4 down below. And I see 1, 2 as of right now. So a total of 6 growths for right now that I can see. So that's great. Here is the Tampenthus variety alba, and I think it's looking a lot healthier since it's been outside. So that's great. Alongside that is the BLC Solar Flare Paradise. And if I could get this thing to focus. There you go. It has a new growth coming on it, so that's great. Hopefully that will bloom for us. Behind that is the SLC Jababon, and it's matured some growths while I was gone. I think it's doing better out here as well. This is one that I saved from a repotting clinic. It was a back division off of one of them. It's Brasidium Black Star, and it's maturing this little growth right here. So that's great. This is the Sideria japonica, putting out a root there, but it looks good. That's the newest leaf right there, and then it has another leaf coming out on it now. Behind it is that Bulbophyllum, let's see, Crassips. I don't know why this thing's not focusing today. That I got down in Florida from Odoms. That's doing well. And then the last shelf on this one is the Ingrecum, the Deary Eye, and I'm going to repot that soon, I think. There's the Brassivola nodosa, and then the Dendromium lindinii, formerly known as aggregatum. I think I'm seeing some new root tips, hopefully, so hopefully it'll come back. And then right over there is the Dendromium spectabile that I saved last year from a bag baby at Lowe's. And it has a new growth coming up on there, and I'm really happy about that. And if we look right here, again, we have 2 flowers at the same time on my Psychopsis Mendenhall, and I'm so happy about that because it makes such a nice show, and I just love that plant. This is that Laelia cattleya that I got from Florida, and the new growth, since I told you all it didn't look too good in the pot, and I gotta repot it as soon as possible, but the newest growth has a sheath on it, so I know this is a very reliable bloomer, so that's great. Right beside it is the Myrmecophyllum, yeah, that's it, and it's doing really well. And I'm going to pause this video because a car is passing. Sorry about that, guys. This is the Prostechia cochleata, and it's got this one spike. Remember, this broke off, and then the other one broke off as well. But it has 3 growths on it. It has this one right back here, this one right in the middle, and then a smaller one right there. So, you know, I'm really happy with this plant, and I feel really bad that the spike got broke, but it's gonna do well next year, I guarantee it. Alright, so let's start from the top. I repotted this before I left at the repotting clinic, and I think the heat got to it, and when I was on vacation, I had to have people water for me, and I think it was lack of water as well. And we'll see. I don't know if it'll bounce back. I think it's too far gone, but we will see how it goes. Then this is the no ID path, and it's doing really well, growing really well. Then the path Charlesworth the Eye in Charm by Path Via Gala is doing a lot better. So I think it was just trying to get like used to my environment. It's got a few new growths coming on it, and that just makes me so happy to see that this is doing a little better. Here's the little air plant that I found in a bush near my grandma's house, and I just broke it off because it was cute. It's got a little baby. That's another one of my air plants. My zygo is still in bloom. The blooms are starting to fade, but I just love this plant as well. I was watering this morning and I kept on getting this beautiful fragrance, and I went up to it and that's what it was. It smells so good. I really do enjoy it. Behind this has such a great show. This is a no ID Phalaenopsis, and look at this beautiful bloom display. I mean, it's always pretty, but I don't think it's ever been this pretty of a bloom display. I really like the way this is this year. Well, this time I should say, because it blooms a lot throughout the years, but it has a lot of new roots growing, so that's great. Down here is my Gower Ramsey, Oncidium Gower Ramsey, and it's got a whole bunch of new crazy roots going. That's just a gift for my friend. It's also his birthday in a couple of days, so that's for him. But then we have this Kingianum that I just took. It was a free cutting that they had on the table at one of my society meetings. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little better. There we go. And it's doing a lot better than what it was. It's got some new growth coming on it, so that's great. Then over here, this has a ton of new growth, and as you all know, this is the coconut orchid, Maxillaria tenifolia. And like I said, it has a whole bunch of new growth, and that's doing really well for me. But I'm gonna stop this video right here, and this will be part 1, and then the next video will be part 2. Alright guys.